Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Bisola Amuda and thank you so much for tuning in today. So on today's episode, I'm going to be telling you guys about my first times. Basically, I'm just going to be answering a couple of questions and be telling you, I'll tell you my first times doing depending on the question really. So yeah, stay tuned and I'll be right back. Thank you. So I saw this first time thing going around. I'm like, okay, let me give it a try. Why? Because normal normal people when they started like their YouTube channel, they always start with like a know me tag, kind of like get to know me. But no, Bisola did not do that. I just went straight into it and just started creating content that just upload it. So I feel like you guys don't really haven't really gotten to know me yet, like you don't know much about me. So I'm like, this is a perfect challenge or perfect thing to introduce me to you guys or reintroduce myself to you. So let's get down to the video. Yeah. Okay guys, let's go straight into the video. I have some questions that I'm going to be answering, so let's get into it. The first one says, first app that I check when I wake up in the morning. I think the first app I usually check when I wake up in the morning is that Instagram or WhatsApp. It really depends on I check WhatsApp if it's like maybe work or I'm expecting something then, but mostly Instagram. I just go through my feeds and see what's going on. Mostly Instagram. First broken bone. I've not broken a bone, but I've had like a twist, like my arm or something. So it wasn't like I said my bone was broken. So, no. My first Instagram, Twitter, or Facebook post. I think my Instagram. No, I can remember my first Instagram post. My first Instagram post, I can remember what I was wearing. So that was when this wrap dress was still not dress, like this. When you wear native, then you have like a blouse, then you have like a wrap I'm not explaining. She had the skirt is like a wrap ish kind of. So I can remember that was the time that this Owambe, when people were like really using Owambe was like really trending there. So the silly me, I thought Owambe means like maybe when you just wear native and you're just popping. So I went outside, I dressed up, then I went to take picture outside my house, then I posted it on Instagram and I tagged it Owambe. So my brother saw it and he was like, "Oh, where did you go to?" I was like, "Oh, I didn't go anywhere. I just took picture." So he was like, "Oh, so why are you calling it Owambe?" I'm like, "Is that not what Owambe is?" Like, oh, the lele. She was like, "This one is not serious." Like, Owambe is like when there's party and stuff. You you're going for an event. That's when you can say there is an Owambe. But I didn't go anywhere, and I'm like, "Oh, I'm but I was like, delete that shit or change the caption or something. Is that me? You're going to be disgraced?" And I was like, "Oh god." So yeah, I can remember that was like my first Instagram post. My Facebook post is probably going to be something about my secondary school or something. I really can't remember. Then I think my first Twitter post is going to be probably promotion of an album, maybe promotion of Adekunle Gold or Kado Banks. I really can't remember what my first tweet is, but yeah, something along that line. Okay, so my first makeup item. My first makeup item probably a lip gloss, if that counts. Because I actually can't remember going to a store and getting like a makeup thing for myself. I can't. I don't have any recollection of actually walking to a store and say, "Oh, I want to get makeup." So that my start buys for me. She sends it to me. Yeah. First time I ever got into trouble at school and at home. Okay, the first time I ever got into trouble at home, I was still in primary school. Oh my goodness. So that was the time that cable TV just came out. That was when DSTV and all these things just came out. So like when my dad did this subscription, you see me 24 hours. That's what I'm always watching. And then my dad is always like, "See, if your performance drop, you're in trouble." I was like, I can, like, I'm this kind of person. I believe that it's not just to I believe so much myself. So I'm like, it's not just to glance through and know a couple of things. Just have an idea. I can't feel. So usually I'm between like maybe first, second, third. So this term, I played so much. Like I watched. No, I knew I watched. I watched the hell out of movie that I lost focus. And I came fifth. So knowing that I cannot take this results to my father's house because that man can't kill me because he has already warned me. You know what I did? The stupid me. I should have used Tipex to Tipex that position part and put it that position I want. You know what I do? I just use because I couldn't find Tipex. I just use pen to put thought. Then, then my dad, see, before you can fool my dad, he was very good at your game. So when I took it to him, I was like, why is it just like this? Like, why did they change it? I was like, the man said she made a mistake, that she begged you, that she's very sorry, that you should just take the result like this. My friend was like, oh, okay. And then I was already, I think is that changed to first or second position from fifth. I was already going around the house, jumping up and down, like, yeah, I fooled the man. Then I was just sleeping. All of a sudden, this man woke me up. Apparently, he has already gone to my school and confirmed. And they were like, oh no, she came fifth. Oh my dad beat the hell out of me that day. Like, I feel like that's like the most he has beaten me. Because my dad is not really the kind of person that beats, but fuck, it was angry that day. I was like, damn. The one for school, I think all the troubles, like most of the troubles I gotten in school is probably a collective thing. Probably we're all making us in class or we're just doing something to annoy the. I can't remember doing something myself that got me in trouble in school. I don't know, I have no recollection of it. I've always been a good girl, you know. So the first time I was allowed to put on makeup, I don't think there was like anything about an official time I was allowed to put on makeup because I have two sisters. So maybe let's say when I got to university, that's when I was like, okay, yeah, I can like makeup. But when you're in like in secondary school, maybe I'll use powder or maybe lip gloss. That was not like makeup. But like my makeup game was like maybe when I was in 200 level, 300 level, yeah. So the first YouTube I subscribed to, I can't remember this, but I feel like this first YouTuber I will probably subscribe to will probably be all these maybe American Got Talent or The Voice or something along that line. That's probably it. I didn't like subscribe to like someone's channel first, but I think that's what the first time I went shopping on my own. I don't like shopping on my own. Why would I go and shop on my own? I have no recollection of going by myself to actually shop. But I think maybe once when my sister, because I always go and shop for like school things. Did I even go alone? I think because if you don't want to go and shop for like maybe clothes in school, I used to leave Oyo, then go to Ibadan. Then in Ibadan, probably look for one of my friends that also is that stays in Ibadan. Look for someone that stays in Ibadan that will go together. I have no recollection of okay me going by myself to the store to get something. I don't think so. Or maybe just walk into a supermarket and maybe get a body spray or something that's like if that counts as shopping, then sometimes this year, I guess. So my first car. I don't have a car, so I'll keep you updated when I have a first car. My first celebrity crush, that's Justin Bieber. Like people that knew me, gosh, I'm obsessed with that guy. Justin Bieber, Whiskey. I fuck with Whiskey so much. Beyonce, and I love Chris Brown. I never, but my first celebrity crush was Justin Bieber. Like all my lockers, cheers, everything there was like Justin Bieber, Justin Bieber. Now I like that guy so much. My first cooking experience. Okay, so it should be no said I grew up in Oyo. So my first cooking experience is not about to be some Indomie, some noodles type of tales or some tea or some frying egg kind of thing. My first cooking experience was with Amala. So in a it's very rare for you to see like a typical Oyo family where they don't eat amala like every afternoon. Like it's very rare. I don't think there's even such that they don't eat amala every afternoon. So the first meal that my mother made sure I learned to prepare was amala. Yeah, God, I studied a lot of that thing. That's it. Now after I knew it, I was like, oh, I wish I didn't know it because any simple thing like this just go and like when I didn't know it, I was just like my sister would go and do it, but now that I know it. So my first cooking experience was amala. I remember that. I remember that the first time I cooked it, I've tried it because my mom showed me like I've watched obviously cooking it and everything. So the first time I was supposed to like attempt to cook it on my own. I put it on fire now, like the water boiled. Then I put the yam flour and everything. Like okay, now we're good. We're stirring. Oh man, I saw this thing just have it had nuts. People call it Yoruba people call it cocoa. And I was like, my mother is not going to eat this. I know she's probably going to kill me. So I went outside. My mom was going to watch this video and be like, oh, this is what you did. So I went behind my house. I digged the ground, poured out amala thing there because you can't put it. Like I tried to put it in the waste bin, but I'm like, at times my mom finds out the most ridiculous thing, and then you wonder how did she know about this? I just dig the ground. Oh my mom, she'll be digging the ground, dig the ground, bury that shit, and and I begged my sister to tell me prepare. That was like my first cooking experience. It was very horrible. Gosh, I wonder how my mom did it. But obviously, my sister had to cover for me, but I was like a servant for almost a month so that she wouldn't rat up on me. My sister was just happy to go and save, so I go and buy noodles and cook it. And I buy with my money, and I cannot say anything because she about to go and snitch on my mommy with my mom. So yeah, Yeah, it was just there. Mm, my first crush. I should have been back in secondary school. My emotions was everywhere. I can like you just for probably just borrow me your pen. I can like you for the silliest thing. Probably just give me water, like stupid things. So I can't say who my first crush was exactly. Yeah, like I really can't. I can't say okay, this is like who I like really, really, really liked. It was like my first crush. I had like maybe the first like say like my first crush that I had was like someone I really liked that I would consider a crush was on my 300 level. Yeah. Oh snap! No, I remember. Oh no, my first crush. Nah, I know. Damn. Snap! I remember. It was someone that was like around my area that we like. We grew up together. We vibe a lot. We still kind of talk, but he was my first question. I'm sure he knows himself, so let's not go into the details. Thank you very much. Um, so says my first ever cell phone. Oh my goodness, I remember my first ever cell phone was when I was in just one Stockholm. You know those phones that they don't use MTN, they don't use Glo, they don't use all these like network providers. They have their own SIM. I was, I think it was my birthday. And my brother surprised me with this. That was the one of like the happiest day of my life. I could remember it vividly well. And my other star was like, "Why would they give me a phone? This. She didn't start using phone in jail, so I don't need them." See, but yeah, no, that phone was that phone was the it then. I love the phone then. Yeah, that's a good one. Yeah, star comes first ever date. I feel you guys are going to shade me for this because I've actually never been on a date, like date, like a proper date. No, so sorry, my first ever kiss. Ooh, now y'all got to get into my business. My first ever kiss that I could vividly remember, and that was because I was scared. Why was I scared, right? Because this was in my 200, 300 level, either of the two levels. I was shy in school. And I remember this guy invited me out to, like, we were already vibing and we were, like, supposed to block. And I could remember it was behind SMS, when the term was dark. And that's the place you will never catch Bisola that, like, Bisola that is blocking. It's like, it's going to make news in school. So I was so scared. My man, I already had Mr. Wale's picture in my head. I imagine if Mr. Wale sees me on the stairs. Like I was so scared, but that was like my first, like first kiss. And I can remember I went back to the hostel. I was just to my friends, people love. I was like, oh, so like just tell us how do you have one go? I felt like Cinderella that night. I was like, oh my god, this guy should just calm down and cool temper. But yeah, that was like my first kiss. My first fear. My first fear. What do I fear? I need to think of what I actually fear. My first fear. I mean, I'm not scared of the dark. So, my first fear, you guys, this is assignment though. I can't think of anything. Ooh, sharp objects. I don't know why I like. I don't. People don't mess with me when it comes to sharp objects. Like I don't do play of. There's this things they do in school then. Maybe your friends will poke you. I don't fuck with that. Like, I'll just go 100 real quick if you try to play with me with sharp object. Yeah, sharp object will be my first fear. This next one, my first heartbreak. Fuck it. My first heartbreak, believe it or not, like I knew I was heartbroken and shattered. That's been like my lowest so far. That when I was in 400 level. Damn. Ah no, I don't suffer, you guys. Like I've actually suffered. Wow. Yeah. Like intense at that nah. That was my 100, no, sorry, 700, 400 level. I could remember I was supposed to have, was it human rights? I was having an Osondu course. I think I had a 403 for you guys to know how intense this thing was for me. Was it 4? Yeah, I think it's already 403. Dr. Osondo. And I was trying to, because I think I had two of our courses back to back. I had the 403 and something. I really can't remember, but I knew I was having Osondo course. I could remember reading it and nah, this shattered me. I don't know if I should give you guys the details, but Yeah, it just practically, it wasn't like we were dating. I won't say we were dating. Like, it's just like, you know, when you are in a very, 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 you're vibing with someone, like you guys already like telling yourself how you feel, like you guys already almost a relationship, but you just haven't defined it to be like, oh, it's my boyfriend and my girlfriend. But just like your guys know you and this babe are together, then my guys know, okay, you and this guy are together. So it's just like, then it just hits me that, okay, so let me just tell the story. I'm not going to mention their names. I feel like my guys I know probably like Bisola. So yeah, so it happened to my friend on the level, and it happened with one of my. So there's this guy who, well, we kind of like each other, and we were kind of vibing together, you know, stuff. So like we were like kind of close, and you know, it just happens to. I feel one of the things, well, one of the reasons he said there was the old religion thing, because I'm a Muslim, then he was a Christian. Then decided to move on to my friend. I guess I can call her my friend. My roommate then. She was my roommate in 300 level. And they messed through me. Yeah. The heartbreak was intense. So, nah, that shit fucked me up. Nah. I was, but funniest thing was that was like the semester I had my ISGPA. Like that was the first time I had a 5.0 GPA. So I feel like I poured all my anger into, because I think another thing was because I was distracted. Like my head was in a lot of things that I feel like there's some things I needed to, and gosh, you guys, I don't know how to put, okay. Let me address this thing properly. So like I've already noticed that some things were off because we're not communicating as we're supposed to. So it was like the early morning before my exam, just texted me and said, "Oh, this is not going to happen." And I was already suspecting him and the baby. I was like, "Oh, is it because of this girl?" And I was like, "Oh yeah," that during the course of, you know, us not vibing together, then just like started communicating with her, and you know, she's a Christian, you know. They shared a couple of things in common. I don't want to give too much detail because I feel like there's some people in my school that don't know this, but if I say the too much details, they will know the presence. I'm not about to, you know, put anybody in any uncomfortable position. But yeah, that was what happened then, and damn, guys, I was wrecked. And I feel like I had my IGPA there because I knew I was distracted. My head was everywhere, and I knew that I can't fuck up this exam because it was a 3 unit course. I'm not about to do this because of him. So I kept on reading it over again. So I felt like that helped me because I just kept on, because I feel like I was reading it over again just to tell myself, "Said I get your hair in the game. I got get my hair in the game. You gotta get your." Like, you know, that thing was. But look at me now. Look at where we are now. Heartbreak? Who? Me? Heartbroken? No, never. Like, yeah, in your more. Ah. So yeah, let's move on. So my first person I wanted to get to, my first person has always been this person. This, and I think it was going to be at birth. So that's, like I said, I don't fuck with pain. I don't do with sharp objects. I don't do things like that. My first tattoo. I do not fuck with pain. So no, I don't have a tattoo. My first toy. I'm sure everybody will expect that my first toy is going to be maybe some Barbie doll or something. My first toy is a toy gun. Or yeah, I think it's a toy gun, and I remember I bought a toy gun then, and this car stuff, toy car. So like I hate dolls while I was growing up. Like, and I knew the body from like once or twice, but I think I used to scrape. I used to remove the doll's hair. I used to like use my hands to remove it, or use my first YouTube video. I can remember my first YouTube video is a video where I featured Adeoluwa, Faith, Zainab, and myself. That means somebody else. Yeah, my first, because I shot it on the same day, so that could also be like maybe the one I have with Deroju. Deroju's an OG. Deroju, the Femi Taishi, that's an OG as well, and Tunaski. So yeah, those are like my very first YouTube video. So if you're yet to watch my first video, you guys scroll down and watch it. Thank you. The first book I remembered reading, my first book I probably remembered reading an Annie Blyton novel. I used to love Annie Blyton, like the Fantastic Five or something. Those Fatty. I think his name is Fatty. I can't remember the remaining. There's this Steven. I can't remember those two that were like siblings, that was Annabelle. I can't remember, but yeah, these are like the ones I like really remember seeing. My first thought today is I need to get better because I'm shooting this by 6, And I was like, then this morning I was like, I wasn't really, like really feeling well, so I just took my drug, slept. I was like, no matter what, I need to wake up and do this video. So yeah, my first thought today is that you need to get your shit together and get fine. The first concert I attended, you guys, I've never attended a concert, and I always have tickets. Most times I have tickets to this concert, but I just never go. I always end up giving it out. But this year, shit, there's Corona in town. But if things get better, nah, man, I'm gonna have a very dirty December. So, the first movie I remember seeing is definitely probably going to be an Indian movie that I could remember very well. That's Kuch Kuch You're Tired. And my sister bought it from school then. I think I think it's the reason why I'm addicted to Indian movies. Well, why am I addicted to Korean movies? I don't know. But yeah, that would be like the first movie I can like on top of my head I could like remember. The first person I ever broke my heart, I already said the story. That was like, I'm not gonna say his name, but it starts with an A. But yeah, that's like the first person that broke my heart. The first person you text when something exciting happens, that's always my sisters. Not just my sisters. I just put it on our family group chat and I announce it. So family, I guess. The first thing I do when I get home, it depends. Like I don't have like a routine. Probably in the shower. Probably I take my shower or I go to my bed and sleep because I ain't nobody. But because of this old corona thing, the first thing I make sure I do when I get home is to wash my hands because these are the first things I do. Yeah, but yeah, the first wedding I attended, the one I could remember, probably be my sibling's wedding, my sister, Badonna. That's like the first wedding I can remember. And you guys, when I wedding, I could remember I was supposed to be the one to read letter or something. And that was the day I had a freaking jump. You guys, I had to go. And my brother was telling me, Bisola, do CBT. I was like, I want to do paper test because they were scaring me that if you don't answer this thing on time to remove. So I was like, no, I'm not going to do CBT. I'm going to do paper based. Like I can remember after like I just didn't really enjoy it. It was just somehow for me because when everybody was preparing and having fun, I was there forming reading for jam. Wasn't even a very pleasant one. The first time I got into a fist fight, who's gonna check me? Who? Who's gonna come and see me and say what to? Like when I was in secondary school, people feared me. I can't remember having a fist fight with someone, but if it comes to like verbal abuses or yeah, you missed me there. But physical fight, I really have no recollection of getting physical with someone. I get mouth to but like get physical. But even in my secondary school, you must have two heads if you feel like you can challenge me because I'm bad like that. Yeah. So you guys, that's it for this episode. I hope you got to know a little bit about me. If you have some no, don't ask some personal questions. If you have some questions that you ask me any question really that you feel maybe I didn't address in this video and you want to know about me, send me a message and I'm going to reply and respond to you. So thank you so much for watching this video. I love you. And don't forget to subscribe to my channel, share the link, comment, let's spread this gospel. The goal is to get to 1K subscribers this year, and you guys, we have to do it. So I'm relying on every one of you guys to actually do this for me and come through for me. Thank you so much for watching, and have a great day, I guess. Bye.